Hey, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Today we have a very special puzzle. This is the Bad Radio puzzle by Akio Kamei of Japan. So this one is a puzzle box. The aim is to try and open it and find a hidden compartment inside. It's super fun, very playful. We've got these dials on the front here that turn, and the readout and the speaker over here. This one has to have one of the most creative and unique solutions I've come across in a puzzle box, and it's definitely up there with my top 5 favorite puzzle boxes of all time. So let's take a closer look at this one. So on the front here you can see it looks a bit like an old analog radio. We've got the frequency setting here and some dials, 3 dials on the front that you can spin, and they turn all the way around. They turn either direction, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of resistance or any kind of change as you spin these, although that would seem like the first obvious thing to play around with to try and open this puzzle. I really like the woods on this one, so we've got teak, rosewood and mizuki to finish this one off, and I think the darker woods, and especially the little contrast we've got here, looks really good. Around the outside, the rest of the box is fairly plain. You can't see much. We've got the maker's mark just under here, and as you move it around you might notice, you might hear that there's a bit of a rattle to it. Something moving around inside there, and it seems to be moving over on this side. You'll also notice maybe that there's different compartments here. So there's the outline here, it looks like there's a top compartment here, a bottom compartment here, but the funny thing is both of these, they go under the speaker here, so it doesn't look like you'd actually be able to remove these compartments without sliding the speaker over or getting that out the way in order to open these, and you don't know which one of them does open, or all of them. Before I actually managed to get a copy of this one, I had seen the solution, so knowing it, it's fairly easy to open, but I don't know if I would have ever actually got there on my own or had the courage to do what you need to do to solve this one, because this is a very expensive puzzle and the solution is very unusual. And this is what it looks like. You give it a good thump and out pop all the pieces. You'll notice inside we've got 3 compartments. The dial compartment, there's a spring loading on the back, so that pops out. On this one, we've got a latch just at the top here, and that's what you need to release in order to get, once you've got the speaker off, then the other pieces pop off with these springs. There's a spring up here and there's a spring in this compartment, and that shoots the pieces out of the puzzle and opens it up for you. So super crazy puzzle, very unusual solution, but very fun. I absolutely love this one. And let's see if we can fit it back together again now. There we go, locks back up. And that is how you solve the Bad Radio puzzle box. So definitely a bit of a better understanding of why it was named as it was now. One of the most creative and unusual solutions I've ever come across, and it definitely makes it into my top 5 puzzles of all time. I had actually seen the solution by the time I got my hands on a copy of this one. If I hadn't, I don't know if I would have ever actually found the solution or worked up the courage to solve this one. It's now sold out. If you want to get your hands on a copy, I would suggest the best bet is trying to find one on the second-hand market, but these are not cheap. You're probably looking at shelling out something like $1,000 to get a copy. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would really help if you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and that's it for today. We'll see you in the next one.